Welcome back, everybody, to Blast the Process. We have another Shinobi game, this time Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi by Cypherin. He will be doing any percent easy. So whenever you are ready.
We're live? Am I
Yes,
live?
we are live.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you to the organizers, Chavis, Liz, Kick-Ass Pancakes, Kronu, and everybody else making Blast the Process happen here. Yeah, tonight I'll be showcasing Shadow Dancer, and uh, slight disclaimer, I hope I don't die too much, but do the best I can for you all. So yeah, let's get to it. Timer starts when I hit start on this screen here. So 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So this run is mostly muscle memory. Like there's not a lot of like really cool glitches and things. Just for the most part, I've died so many times that I can remember the route to take and where the enemies are, and just do my best to get through the stages as quickly as I can. There's a nice little trick that you can do there. Is Joe here throws a shuriken. If you just before you land on the ground, you can toss the shuriken and keep your momentum going forward. With me, the dog here, his name is Yamato. And also, depending on whether you played the Japanese version of this game or the English version, in the Japanese manual, the main character is Hayate, but in the English manual, it's Joe, the same Joe that Kyor played as in Shinobi 3. So, yeah, that's a little interesting trivia knowledge there. So we got through the first two stages, and now we're on to our first boss. There is a quick kill on him based on proximity where you stand to him. I'm going to take it safe just so I don't die here. Alright, and he's out for the count. And between the stage transitions, we try to mash start so that we can get to the next stage as quickly as possible. And now we're on to our bonus stages. If you're low on lives, you can like hug the left wall here and pick off all the ninjas to get a 3 up. So that's 3 lives. Or you can just stay here in the middle and don't touch any of the ninjas, and the game gives you like a charity 1 up because it says, you suck, we're gonna help you get through the game, you poor miserable soul. So yeah, I suck, so I'm gonna take the charity 1 up. Well, I don't suck that bad, but yeah, you know, like to keep it safe. So yeah, now we got our 1 up, and we move on to the second stage, which the boss for the second stage introduces like the first glitch that you might be able to get in this game. Probably the one and only glitch in the game. Like I said, otherwise this game is all muscle memory induced. I have a love-hate relationship with this game, to where like I grew up with it, and it introduced the Genesis for me along with like Spider-Man versus Kingpin and some other games. But yeah, the nostalgia's there, but it's killed me so many times where I want to curse its name and toss it out a window, but that's okay. So we made it through the second stage, first stage of round 2 rather, safe and sound. Let's kick these guys, jump over this disc, crouch under here, take this a little safe, grab that hostage, come back over, and then get by these guys. Jump kick is your friend, abuse it when you can. Grab this hostage here, jump back over here, duck this blade, or you can walk by it depending on what you do. And now we're through both of the main stages. Now this guy is a jerk. Let's see if we can try to get a 1 cycle on him though. Nope, he's gonna be a jerk. So had I done this right, my shurikens can overlap his face and it will kill him. Like with that magic attack, he'll like die in one go. But right there, I think that was like maybe 2 cycles, cycle and a half. So at least we didn't die. Usually during my runs, I reset on him a lot. So this so far so good. And then yep, we can watch and get mesmerized by the ninjas jumping up the walls here. They're so beautiful. And capture our one up again. If I move it all on this stage, like how I mentioned earlier, if you hug the left wall, you can get a 3-up and kill all the ninjas. If you move, it'll cause a time loss because Joe will need to adjust to get back into the center of the screen. So we tend not to move at all. The runners of the game, we don't move on this screen just so that we can get to the next stage as quickly as possible. All right, now, oh, I wanted to mention those red and gray ninjas. I think out of like all the minions that I fight in this game, they tend to have a lot of RNG involved with them. Whoop. Oh man, I got hit in the ankle. All right, that's fine. We'll try again. Like sometimes they do random things, like they'll just punch out of nowhere, and if you know, while you're trying to keep your momentum going for it, if you're not careful, they'll manage to catch you off guard and take your life. So we're going to toss Yamato at this officer here, take that guy out. That guy right there can sometimes be an instant kill because he'll be waiting for you punching like crazy. And I'm surprised there was an enemy that was supposed to spawn, but it didn't. But that's okay because now we're off to the next stage, which is an elevator ride up the Statue of Liberty. So now I love to dance with Yamato up here as we go up the elevator and take down some ninjas. And this stage, if you're not careful, offers like the biggest time loss because I have no control over the progression of the stage. So we want to try to be as careful as we can as we get higher up. There's going to be a part where 4 red ninjas spawn. That's probably the most deadliest part on this this ascent here, like right here. Oh shoot. So yeah, with that death, then you have to start at the very beginning of the climb again. The bullets from the helicopter here, they only hurt you while they're on the ground, so you just jump over them. Similar to other Shinobi games too, when you get in close proximity to enemies is when the katana comes out. So we're okay now on that part, so hopefully everything should be smooth from this point on.
Do you run the other Shinobi games?
I want to pick up Shinobi 3, Revenge eventually. Yeah, I would say the Shinobi 3 would be my next one that I pick up.
Very cool.
So that, yeah, watching Cure that during the last run was amazing for me. So this is the easiest boss of the game right here. All you have to do is just walk the boss off the ledge here, and we're done. But yeah, I've been asked like what other Shinobi games. I would say Shinobi 3 and maybe even the PlayStation 2 Shinobi. Though that's a project like much further out because that game is really long and brutal. But I love that game too. I love playing like difficult games. They offer a good challenge. So yeah, I hope to add that to my list one day. So this is the second to last time we get to see the ninjas perform their beautiful dance up the wall here. I hope everyone else is mesmerized just as I am. And then right after this stage is probably, in my opinion, the hardest stage in the run. There's a good chance that I will probably die in the first part of it. Try to do my best here. So we have this climb, and if you just want to make sure you don't lose any momentum, you gotta get past those enemies back there. And we did, but now I gotta make sure I don't get shot in the foot. And let's try to get this. Oh, I lost my input. Occasionally, sometimes I lose my input on those jumps right there, so we have to repeat this part. But it was, for the most part, what I showed off, that was like what, the most desired run. Ah, and I got shot in the foot again. Just, that gives you an idea how dangerous this run is. You can get so far and then just one little hit, and then you have to start the stage over. Oh, okay. It's okay. This is all factored into the estimate, so we're good. We're gonna take this safe here. Oh crap. And so you can see what happens if things don't go as expected or planned. You can get knocked back and more enemies start to spawn on you. Alright, now that we took out those enemies, we can try to continue this as normal as possible. Oh my god, why are they shooting me in my foot? Okay, everything's gravy, everything's good, we're okay. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to take out this guy. Use the dog. Now I'm taking this a tad safe here. A little too safe. My fat finger ran over my A button there, so he did the magic. And I didn't mean to, but it's okay. Let him drop down the pit. Let these guys jump over, and we complete the stage. Like I said, that stage is the toughest stage in the run for me. Oh, and when that guy punches like that at the beginning here, that is RNG and can throw off things. If you're used to a particular, route and pattern that you want to take in this game. Shoot. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get through here. And take out these guys. We got two more guys in the dark here. And then once we kill a blue ninja coming up ahead, then it should be safe. Alright. So that stage got me because I said it's gotten much easier. I've been saying, I was practicing this earlier and said that, and it just wanted to show out, make me look foolish. So we're going to try to get a one cycle on this boss here. This boss is probably up, so we can't get the one cycle, but this boss is the most RNG heavy boss of the game, of the run. Because now we have to wait for him to do these cycles around, and he will choose when to stop. And sometimes we'll make little inch movements that can throw you off if you're not careful. But we got by, we got through. And now with that boss down, we're off to the final stage. So then we get to see the ninjas perform their dance one more time. Pick up one more extra life. I think we might have 2 or 3. It should be enough to make it through to the final boss. If I lose all my lives, then I have to complete the final stage from the beginning, which it's composed of 5 rooms where you go and face off against the different enemy types that you came across during the game. So here we go. Usually this stage is like when I'm warming up my hands for the game, this is the stage I go to practice. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so we damage boost by that guy. Now we're on to the roly-poly stage. I had to take that safe. Usually that goes a little bit smoother than what it did there. Now we're off to what I call these guys green putties. They remind me of like putties from Power Rangers. But they're dangerous because one touch and it's instant death. And now off to the multicolored ninja stage. Just kick through these guys, take a break, get through to the end, and now we're off into the final henchman stage here. These black-clad ninjas. Duck this guy, jump through. Oh man, that was almost bad. But all right, we'll take that, and I'll grab that 2 up there. And now this is the final stage, or final boss, which this guy reminds me of, like he's sitting on the toilet here. So he's going to spawn some ninjas in a particular pattern. Like this guy, I think, is either a running ninja or a jumping ninja. This next guy is a hopper. A roller. I get that mixed up. It's a roller. So you can figure out what pattern of ninjas will spawn, and then figure out what course of action you want to take. When he drops these fireballs down, that's when you have the opportunity to hit his weak point on his neck. So there's 3 cycles total for the easy mode here, level 1. So we got 2 more cycles to go, and then hopefully he'll go down without giving us too much trouble. And take out these guys. Alright, last cycle. So I think the next 2 ninjas that spawn are 2 jumpers. And usually they take 3 hits. We want to knock them off screen so that it only takes 2 hits to take them out. And so timer will end when the screen fades to black, and I'll call it. And time.
GG. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh man, it was way too many deaths, but that's also why I threw out that disclaimer at the beginning. But I apologize for that horrible showing. I hope you all enjoyed it though. This really is a great game, and it has some difficulty with it, as you saw, but I think it's also an easy game to pick up. Just an easy and short game. So if you have a lot of things going on in your schedule, this is something you can pick up and play on the side and learn. And as you see, there's only a few stages. So whew, we made it.
Make sure you all file Cypherin here on Twitch. See more Shinobi.
Thank you. And coming up next, I'm going to be streaming some more for you guys. I'm doing a race with Kavik in Gargoyles, so please stick around. I hope you all will enjoy